Tomorrow twilight, scan the horizon. The clouds take me higher. I shall return from another. Tears for remembrance and tears for joy. Tears for somebody, but there's only voice out in the madness. The all-seeing eye flickers above us to light up the
Charles Oakley shall return from out of the fire. I will have my take on Charles Oakley and the New York Knicks situation. Basically, the New York Knicks are an embarrassment. An absolute fucking embarrassment. Everything's an embarrassment. Everything but, like, the fucking players for a fucking change. Usually you can sit on and you can rip on the fucking players for being fucking a bunch of fucking quitters. Taking their fucking paychecks, sitting on their fucking ass. Fucking Andrea Bargnanis of the fucking world. But the players haven't been the problem this year in fucking New York Knick land. It's been the fucking executives. Between Phil Jackson and fucking Dolan. And the fucking piece of shit who runs the fucking MSG Twitter or social media. Whoever that fucking senior editor is should be fucking fired. To suggest that Charles Oakley has a fucking problem. Publicly. To suggest, not allegedly. To basically blatantly suggest. Like, I've been sitting here, fake news this, and blah, blah, you know, like, you guys haven't realized that? You guys just coming to conclusion that people just make fucking shit up? People have their fucking own agendas? Like, fuck, man. Obviously, you can see where I'm going with this. Charles Oakley's a legend. An absolute fucking legend. New York Knicks teams back in the day, Chris Childs out in Houston, Charles Oakley, Patrick Ewing, those teams, that was fucking the NBA, baby. That's when I first started to realize what basketball really was all about. Them going up against Houston, fucking, nothing was better than New York Knicks Miami Heat fucking rivalries. And Charles Oakley just happened to be a part of my second favorite basketball team of all fucking time. The Toronto Raptors fucking era with Charles Oakley and Antonio Davis, obviously Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, Alvin Williams. Like, that was on. I'm a fucking Weber fan. Nothing's fucking better than my Sacramento Kings fucking team with Vlade Divac, Stojakovic, Chris Webber, J. Kidd, Jason Williams, fucking motherfucker. Yeah, that was my fucking favorite team, man. I know I'm forgetting a fucking player or two there. As Shaq famously quoted, the Sacramento Queens. That's when I fucking just couldn't. I hated Kobe Bryant. He was so fucking good. Fucking couldn't stand him, man. But Charles Oakley's a legend in Toronto. You're welcome at the ACC any day. Now, I don't go to the ACC a whole lot. I don't need to give them any more of my fucking money. I go out and fucking entertain myself in other fucking ways that are much better. But Charles Oakley's welcome in the ACC any day. A legend. Absolute legend. He's going to be honored one day with the fucking Toronto Raptors teams, man. He already should be. Fuck, man. And he looks like he's in good shape, too. I guess this is my Charles Oakley shit right here before I get to my picks. Great fucking shape, man. What a fucking specimen he was. Just towering over those fucking little security guards. I tell you what, those little security guards look like fucking Donald Trump cronies. Look like little Donald Trump cronies. Look like fucking Sean Spicers of the fucking world and shit, and Paul Ryans. Fucking Chris Christie's. They all look like little fucking Donald Trump cronies, the fucking security guards and shit like that. You can tell they wanted nothing to do with it. They wanted nothing to fucking do with it. And you know who really didn't want anything to do with it was the fucking little cop sitting there. He's just like, holy fuck. Came here to have a fucking quiet night to get paid at the fucking Madison Square Gardens, watch the New York Knicks fucking probably suck at home. See the overcash. New York Knicks defense lately has been awful. It wasn't any good to begin with. But the cop didn't want anything to fucking do with it. But the poke, slap in the fucking head, the fucking push, you tell he was fucking angry. Now, I don't think he was wasted. He wasn't wasted. The fact that they interviewed him after, we haven't heard anything about him being drunk. He was there for like less than 5 minutes, he said. Now, we're going to see. Like, he says he said nothing. MSG says he said shit. Now, even if he did say shit, he fucking bought a ticket. He has every fucking right to say shit. But then again, MSG has every fucking right to kick you out if you don't like what you're fucking yelling. It's a fucking two-way fucking kind of street, you know what I mean? But I don't think there's going to be too many fans complaining. Usually it's a complaint by the fans. You know, I've been kicked out of a fucking... I got kicked out of a fucking Tragically Hip concert because people were complaining we were smoking fucking cigarettes and they went and fucking ratted on us. That's usually how you get fucking kicked out. That was a fucking bullshit fucking story. Long story short, fucking we were at a Tragically Hip concert in Oshawa, GM Center, and there's about 8 of us in a row. We're on the floor. And the opening act fucking sucked. And we're smoking cigarettes through it. We're saving our joints, saving our fucking weed for the fucking big show. And we're smoking cigarettes, and this girl, this mother, all of a sudden turned around to us and said, "Can you guys stop smoking cigarettes? My son has asthma." I just looked at her. She was like right to there in front of me. Just looked at her. None of my friends said anything, so I took a nice big haul of my fucking cigarette, and I fucking blew it out. I didn't blow it in her face. Just blew it up in the fucking air. I looked at her and said, "I got asthma. What of it? We're at a rock concert." And then we kept smoking. And then we were obviously making fun of them and shit like that, obviously, right? Making fun of them. Then the dad turns around. The dad turns around and fucking says... he's like, "My older son is here. Don't make me go get my older son and bring him down here." Basically fucking kind of threatening us. And then one of my buddies stepped up and said something. He's a big guy. He just kind of fucking laughed at him in his face. Forget what Joel said to him, but he fucking said something to him. Wasn't nice, put it that way. So they turned back around. We kept smoking. And we were ripping the fucking opening act. It fucking sucked. We're at a rock concert. And all of a sudden, we didn't notice, but when the hit came on, or in between, the wife had left at some point. We didn't pay attention. We're getting pumped for the hip. We're drinking. And all of a sudden, the hip came on. Everything was great. And I had a fucking joint ready to go. They played music at work. No, sorry. They played, it was their fucking, was it locked in the trunk of a car, a rear view mirror, one of those new ones that they were fucking opened up with. And the second song was Music at Work. So I was like, fuck it. I was like, good enough, man. So Music at Work came on. About 30 seconds later, I fucking fired up the fucking joint. She was obviously standing with the fucking guards waiting for us to smoke and point us out. They obviously were. With the police. So I smoked it. Fucking took a couple fucking hauls. Passed her on to my fucking buddy. It got back to me. I took another fucking haul. Next thing you know, I got the fucking old tap on the fucking shoulder. I look to my left, and there's a fucking Durham Regional Police fucking sitting right in my fucking face. He grabbed my fucking arm, yelled, "Come with me." And then he dragged me into the back. And dragged me into the back corridor, threw me up against the wall, searched me, took out my cigarettes, took my beer. I still had my fucking beer in my hand while they were fucking dragging me. I was fucking... Grabbed my beer, searched me, took all my fucking cigarettes, looked at my cigarettes, found my fucking joints and shit, and they were like, "Ha ha ha, look what we found." And they're all like, I'm just like, fucking these are Durham, like, look where we live. We're living in fucking Durham region, man. And they poured my beer out. You can't pour my fucking beer out. I'm legal age. And Obviously they could. But I was sitting there. 5 minutes had passed. Less than 10 minutes for sure. And all of a sudden I could hear a commotion. Fucking some of the cops had left. Security had left me. Some were still with me. And I could hear some yelling and commotion come through the fucking hallway. The corridor, sorry. Well, I was in the hallway. So corridor, hallway, right? So I'm in the hallway by now. Corridor from the fucking hallway to the fucking floor there. I could hear a bunch of commotion. And all of a sudden, fucking, I see my buddy just like kind of fucking flying through and like had some security guard in front, like pushed some security out of the way. Devin fucking ended up being in the hallway. He's like, where's my buddy? Fucking, you can't do this. Blah, blah. He's just screaming. He's like, there he is. He starts like walking towards me, and they fucking like grabbed him finally. Like pulled him back. And he's like, you can't do this. He's like fucking yelling. He's like, and then he's yelled something like, they fucked you, Johnston. They fucked you. And then he got pulled back. He didn't get kicked out. I'm like, how the hell did they not fucking kick him out? They brought him back to the seat. And then I guess the wife had come back when I was gone, right? And she came back with the older son. And then she had left with the younger son, walked him back to where they were or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then she came back, and then my buddies were just fucking firing on all cylinders. Supposedly they were fucking blowing smoke and fucking right in front of, between their fucking head. We were behind them, right? And just ripping them and shit like that with the conscience going down. And then obviously, I guess I wasn't there to see this, but I guess the father and the son turned around and confronted them, my buddies, and started fucking saying shit or whatever. And then my buddy fucking that stood up earlier, the big guy, he just fucking went and I guess fucking pushed the fucking son and then like threw the dad to the fucking ground kind of deal when he kind of came at him. And then all hell kind of broke loose. And then we had befriended the people behind us, a bunch of kids and shit around younger than us, but around, I'd say maybe 4 years younger than us, 5 years. And then I guess they fucking jumped in. And my buddies that were up in the fucking stands, a couple of my buddies' brothers and shit, my buddies too, I guess they came fucking running down, hopped the fucking boards. I guess it just all went fucking crazy. They were fucking pushing and fighting with security guards, trying to get at the fucking dad and son and shit. I guess the mom was going fucking crazy. And the chairs are all connected. So the chairs went fucking flying, but they all went at once, because no one's sitting down, right? So even people that were, all the fucking chairs were fucking going. And then about 3 or 4 of my other buddies got kicked out of that. I already got escorted out, for fuck's sakes and shit. Kicked me out. It was in the middle of fucking February. I'm in a t-shirt and jeans. I'm fucking getting kicked. I'm like, where the fuck am I gonna go, dude? I'm asking, where's the nearest Tim Hortons? Like, where's somewhere fucking warm that I can fucking go to? Like, it's fucking freezing outside, man. February in fuck Canada's cold shit, motherfuckers. So, they didn't tell me, they were just fucking, I'm like, no wonder nobody likes you guys. And I just fucking left, and I fucking ended up calling my buddy, who wasn't at the show, my best friend, and he picked me up. But I was fucking hurting by then, all the fucking booze, and the fucking adrenaline rush, and everything just fucking, like, hit me at once in the cold. And I finally found, like, a CIBC, and I was trying to warm up, and just everything hit me, and I was getting dizzy, and I knew I was gonna puke. I went outside to fucking puke, and then my buddy rolls up, and I'm like fucking like hanging off a fucking garbage can, like trying to puke in the garbage can, but it's going half in, half out. Ferg just fucking laughed his ass off at me, dragged me into his fucking, I think he had his RX-7 at that time, RX-7 at that time or whatever. Dragged me, might have been I don't think it was his Stang. I think it was RX-7. But I was fine once we got back to his place. I stayed up for the rest of the fucking night, basically, and shit. I just get like that, right? It's weird, like not too many people, this one girl saw it. She's a good girl, good friend of mine. But not too many people see it. But sometimes I like overheat, or my adrenaline get fucking pumping too much, and I can't fucking calm it down, and it just like mixes in with the fucking booze and all that shit, and I just gotta get it out. And the best thing for me to calm down is to get like cold water on me, and usually I fucking just puke a little bit, but not much, and then I'm fucking good to go. Doesn't happen all the time, very rarely, not too many people have fucking seen it. She has. Like, fuck. I was like fucking naked outside of her house, fucking puking, for fuck's sakes. I didn't want to do it at her house, right? I hadn't been to her place too much, but yeah. But that was fucking wild. So you get kicked out of fucking shit. Back to Charles Oakley. Fucking usually you get ratted out when you get kicked out. You know what I mean? But what my point, this whole fucking point was, before I got in that ratted about kicking out and he said, she said shit, and before my story was, we're gonna find out what was said. Because everybody had their cell phones out. Oh, there's a bunch of fucking footage out there. Footage all over. I was watching footage of them close up in the corridor. And them trying to arrest them and cuff them and shit. And fans just yelling at Oak. It's not worth it, Oak. It's not worth it. And he was yelling at him for like 45 seconds. It's not worth it, Oak. And all of a sudden, Oak just looks up. He's like, it's damn worth it. It's damn worth it. And I was just like, yeah, Oak. Fuck, I love Charles Oakley, man. That's personality and passion, man, that a lot of fucking athletes lack these days. Especially fucking hockey players, man. Bunch of fucking robots. I can't get into it, man. Basketball, you see some personality and shit at least. But, we're all gonna find out if he said anything or not, or if he said anything earlier. It'll come out. It'll come out. There's too much, people got too much fucking, there's too much access to video. Everybody's got a phone, man. There was obviously people there. There's probably some guy trying to work out money with a fucking news company or something. It's just delayed, you know. It's just, everybody's looking for money. I'm looking for money. Speaking about looking for money, we had a good night last night. Fucking Dallas Mavericks fucking came through. Miami Heat fucking came through. Oklahoma City Thunder just fucking missed out, man. Just fucking missed out. We had a fucking solid night last night, but let's not dwell in the past. Like I said, we don't live in the past. We learn from the past. We remember the past. But we don't live in the past. So I got an All-NBA board tonight. It's a light night in college, light night in the NHL. I really like the NBA board tonight, so we're going to stick in the association tonight. I'll ramble through these quick because I rambled on there about Oakley there. Denver Nuggets, New York Knicks. Speaking of the Knicks, the Nuggets are in town. The Knicks are 1.5 point favorites, basically a pick 'em. Total in this is 229. I like the over. I like the over in this game. New York Knicks defense, like I said, has been non-existent. They're going to come to play, though. They're going to want to fucking win. I wouldn't be shocked if the Knicks win this game. The Knicks are definitely a fucking look. But the Denver Nuggets just chuck up the fucking ball. Fucking they're hitting the over. What are they? 14 or 15-7 to the over on the road. Knicks are like 15-11. And a push to the over at home. I like the over in this game, and I wouldn't be shocked if the Knicks pull this out, but I haven't clicked on the Knicks yet. Miami Heat, winners of 12 straight. They're in Brooklyn to take on the Nets. A lot of people think this is a trap game. I don't fucking think so. I like the Miami Heat to cover 6 points. If it was anything more than 6 points, I think it'd be a trap game. They're 9-1 against the spread in their last 10 against the Brooklyn Nets. They basically own the fucking Brooklyn Nets, and I like the under. 214 more than anything in this game. I like the under 214. I'd click on that before I clicked on the Heat. Both teams are coming off back-to-backs. Now the Memphis Grizzlies, Golden State Warriors, they're kicking off down in Memphis. Memphis Grizzlies have been very nice to us. 20-4, 20-5 to the over on the road in Memphis Grizzlies? Put that in the drawer. Keep an eye on it. Right now the Golden State Warriors are minus 7.5 point road favorites. Total in this game is 216. Now, I wouldn't be shocked. I do like the Golden State Warriors at minus 7.5. Now, they have the big game against Oklahoma City tomorrow on Saturday. Big fucking game. Durant's back in Oklahoma City. We all know how that's going to go. But, so I wouldn't be shocked to see the Golden State Warriors cover this. They're going to want to go in on a little bit of a streak. A lot of people are saying this could be a trap game as well. I don't kind of think so tonight. Golden State Warriors have too much fucking talent, too. I really like the under in this game. I love the under. I love the under. I think Golden State will rest a couple players. They got a back-to-back against Oklahoma City coming up. Like I said, tomorrow. So if they get into a big lead, just like they were against the Chicago Bulls the other night, I wouldn't be shocked to see them rest some fucking players. Memphis Grizzlies do not push the ball nearly as fast at home as they do on the road. And they're going to be able to slow Golden State down, too. So I like the under 216. I wouldn't be shocked Golden State covers at minus 7.5. Now, I really like the Washington Wizards. Minus 6 over the Indiana Pacers. The Wizards have been fucking hot, baby, hot. And the Pacers have sucked on the road. Especially against the East. What are they, 6-12? I'll find out here, for sure. I knew those other ones pretty off by heart. 9-16 against the spread on the road this season, Indiana. I look for that trend to continue tonight. I like Washington. You know, they bounced back with a win in Brooklyn, over Brooklyn, after they lost to the Cavaliers. But they're going to go on a nice little run. John Wall, Beal, they're playing the best basketball that they've ever played together. Washington covers at -6. And finally, some late night action on the court. Sacramento Kings, Boogie Cousins and crew. They host the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks have fucking sucked on the road compared to at home. Well, not, I wouldn't say fucking sucked. They got a winning record on the road. But this is back-to-back for the Atlanta Hawks. They got to travel across the country. They were at home last night. Now they're in Sacramento. Sacramento played last night as well, but they got to chill on their beds last night and wake up and play today on their home court. So Atlanta beat up on Denver last night. Actually, we're on the 10th, aren't we? I fucking thought it was the fucking... Wow. Today is the 10th. For some reason, I thought today was the 9th. So it's not a back-to-back for Atlanta, but they still got to travel cross-country. I like the Sacramento Kings tonight. They're playing better basketball. They got the better player in this game. Boogie Cousins is going to come to play. Sacramento Kings cover the +2, if not win outright tonight. I can't believe I thought it was February fucking 10th. It's like Valentine's Day or something like that, isn't it, man? All I care about is probably watch that fucking 50 Shades Darker with a bunch of with a girl I have in mind and shit, and 50 Shades of Grey a bunch of times. Wow. Holy fuck, Kyle. You got too much shit going on in your head. It was an early work day, too, man. Got done. I'm going to hit the outdoor skating rink. You have to bring a shovel because it's snowing. But I like the Sacramento Kings at +2 to cover against the Atlanta Hawks at home. If not, win outright. You can find my work on Twitter at kjohnstonmikedup. You can find my work on my blog site, kylejohnstonmikedup.wordpress.com. Type my name into YouTube. You can't miss this voice, now can ya? And remember, if you're not laying down money on the table, you're not winning.